Hey. Good morning. Forgot my coffee. I forgot my coffee. Good morning, my friends. How y'all doing this morning? You know what? I'm good. I'm upright. 2 feet, still got a right arm for 3 weeks left. 4 weeks. So as long as I have my right arm, I'm going to enjoy it. Because it's an interesting go working. Listen, I may miss a few mornings breakfast, but I'm not going to miss many. I will be here cooking breakfast with one arm. Because ain't no reason to go off plan. No shoulder surgery. Why would that make me go off plan? Certainly unhealthy foods are not going to make my shoulder feel any better. So why would I go off plan just because of shoulder surgery? I ain't. That's why I ain't gonna. Tain't gonna happen. All right, so this morning, I need somebody to stand here and just do this. I feel as though I deserve it. Hey guys, I'm finally seeing your comments. There we go. I see y'all now. I'm gonna have the cherry oatmeal leftover tomorrow morning. So tomorrow's video will be super exciting. Leftovers. Right, Sarah? Somebody needs to just stand here and do that and feed me grapes. These, y'all, I have never had this. Look at this. I'm pretty sure somebody went in my backyard, climbed under the pine trees, and picked these. Because we have something that looks just like it growing back there. This should, according to my menu, okay, so let me step back, KJ. What menu? In my current group, we are doing methylation masterclass right now, and we're learning all about methylation and what it means to methylate and the benefits of methylation, okay? So, dark leafy greens are full of folate. You think you need some Swiss chard? I don't even know if it's not Swiss chard. Collard greens, I don't even know if it's safe for you, buddy. Somebody Google it and tell me if collard greens are safe for dogs. Because if they are, I will give him some. I am just cutting the stalk. I'm not very good with a knife. Have we figured that out yet? I'm cutting the stalk a little, because I wanna like chop it up and cook it in liquid a little bit so that it's softer. Because I don't wanna. Yeah, collard greens is totally new for me too. I couldn't find Swiss chard. I put Swiss chard on the methylate menu and then I couldn't find it myself locally. I don't know if it's just out of season. Okay, thank you, Amy. Thank you. I will not give any to the dog. Nobody. Sorry. I am going to chop up the stalks really small. And I'm going to start cooking those first. Because I like my veggies tender. I am not somebody... Take the leaves off the whole stem. You don't eat the stem at all, Lindsay? Are you saying I don't eat the stem at all? Like Swiss chard, you can chop up the stem and cook it down. Am I not supposed to eat the stem in collard greens? I'm going to eat it anyway. It's tough. Yeah, but I'm going to cook it down. I'm going to do it anyway. Because I have a feeling there's some... No, everybody's like, no, not the stems. All right, I'll get rid of it. It looks so nutritious. I was looking forward to some nutrition. All right. I know with Swiss chard, which looks a lot like this, but that you can... I'll just take the leaves right off the stems then. That you can just cook the stems down to make them nice and tender. I'm going to have more of it then. If I ain't eating the stems, I'm going to eat it all. Y'all know better than me. We don't eat collard greens up here in Maine. I don't even know why we have collard greens up here in Maine. Who up here in Maine's growing collard greens? These came from a local farmer in April. You can't have it, they said. You need to leave me alone. You're making me feel guilty. That was bad. I just gave away. Okay. Just pile those stems over there. I'm not doing this the way I'm supposed to. Yes, I did read that you are supposed to cook them low and slow. But it's okay. I'm going to cook them fast and fat. I read that they can be cooked just like Swiss chard. The dog is dying to get some of this. Look at him. Now he's going to come to the other side. Well, if she's not going to pay attention to me from the left, maybe she'll pay attention to me from the right. You can't have any. You wait a minute and I'll give you some chicky sausage. Am I the only one that talks to their dog like an idiot? Am I the only one that does that? Talks to their dog like, did you eat it? We can't possibly be the only family that has their own language for their dogs. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take me a little butter. We have our own language. This dog, okay, his name is Sebastian, which became Bassie, which became Beastie, which became Beastie, which became Obesity, which became Big Bop B McGee. It became a lot of names. Itty bitty beastie dog. I should have put my mushrooms in first. Shoot, stink. I meant to put my mushrooms in first. Oh, who cares, KJ? Who cares? Who cares? And when we get chickens, you know, I'll talk to them. Are you getting chickens? Sarah, are you getting chickens? All right. Here's another major methylator, okay? I always have to look it up. I think it's choline. Yes. These have choline, specifically shiitake mushrooms. Y'all, if you have not, these ones have been washed, so it's okay. Don't worry. If you have not had shiitake mushrooms, oh my word. They are so ridiculously good. They are so beefy. That's another name we call him, beefy. He's beefy. Poor dog. Like, can you give me the food already, Mom? These are so good. So good. I am loving shiitakes. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to put in this. I'm not going to have eggs this morning because I don't want eggs. I'm going to have some sausage. This is a no antibiotic ever chickens raised with no added hormones, which I've been told is just advertising that no chickens have hormones. Right, Mary? It's all natural chicken sausage. The only ingredients in this is... Where did I see the ingredients? I remember reading it and was like, wow, there's not much in that. Chicken, water, salt, spices, and lemon peel. That's it. That's all that's in here. 3 links contains 5 grams of fat. So I'm going to do 4 links because this is an S. These are frozen. You should warm them up before you try to cut them. There's my protein. Alright, hold up just a sec. Where is my chicken broth? I want chicken broth. I'll be back. Hold your horses. Do I not have any chicken broth up here? I do not have any chicken broth. just going to put some chicken broth in there. I'll just use water and salt instead. I'm going to use a little water. I'm going to use a little more. Whoop. I will add seasonings in a minute. I'm going to let that cook down. Not even the right cover. Not even the right cover. KJ, get it together. This ain't either. This ain't even... But it works. All right. What do they taste like? Grassy leather. Okay, well, I'm hoping they're not going to be grassy leather. Stronger taste definitely depends on what it's seasoned with. They are properly cooked with bacon grease, onions, peppers, flakes, and they're totally delicious. That's what I'm going to put on. I'm going to put onions. I'm gonna, Shirley. Okay, I'm gonna add red pepper flakes. And I'm gonna add onion powder and garlic powder. No, not garlic. I'm gonna add onion powder and cayenne. Okay. They smell good. I've had collard greens in the South before. They smell good. Whoa, girl. Did you just see how much red pepper flakes I just put in that? That was a bit much there. So let's add some cayenne too. Why not? Burn my face off at 8 o'clock in the morning. Why not? I should have looked to make sure I don't have any 8 o'clock meetings, because it would be horrible if I was missing a work meeting. I'm not. It's all right. All right, I need to put my chicken sausage away. Y'all, if you haven't had this, if you have this at your store, you should buy it. It is very, very good. It's got a great flavor. I love it. And it's all cooked, so all you gotta do is throw it in the microwave for a few seconds. It's really good. And there's no sugar. And most sausage out there has sugar in it, and it does not. My drawer's getting a little full here. Ooh, I will do that. I can't let it cook down for a few hours. I gotta eat it, Shirley. It's my brekkie. Do I have to cook it for hours? Or can I just eat it? I'm probably screwing up my breakfast. Okay, listen, if this is horrible because I didn't cook it long enough, because I'm an idiot, then I will have, what have I got here? I've got, you know what? I'll have some granola. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should cook this down real low, put it on low, and let it cook for my lunch. What do you think? Think I should have done the Instant Pot, shouldn't I, Rhonda? I should have. Should I do that, Shirley? Just put it down to low. Put it down real low and just let it cook. I'll taste it. If it's horrible, then I'll get out my cereal, and I'll have cereal for breakfast. Surely I ate all my sunflower hummus yesterday. I turned around and had it for snack yesterday because it was so insane. It was so good. So, so good. All right. All right, you know what then? Here's my tutorial on collard greens. There you go. Wasn't that delightful? I'm going to turn it down and let it cook low and slow. I'll go get some chicken broth and I'll leave it. Yeah, I'll move it over the stove. I'll move it over the stove. Okay. All right. Thank you all for letting me know. This northern girl does not know how to cook the old collard greens. Let's get Plan B out of the cupboard, shall we? Back up. Little backup plan. Lucky for me, I got a backup plan. Let me get my milk out and my berries. This is how we learn. We learn by messing things up. That's how we do it around here in KJville. You didn't know either, Amy. Do they stink really bad? He'll get over it. That's what I say. He'll get over. That's right, Sherry. But does she know? But do all you Southern girls know about baby fiddleheads eating ferns up here in the north? I bet you don't. All right, here's my breakfast. Some granola. And some berries. Totally on plan. And you know what? It's full of sunflower seeds, so guess who's still methylating? That'd be me. If you haven't had this, you should go buy it. That's all I'm going to say about that. You should suck it up and spend the way too much money that it costs to buy this stuff. Because y'all. Oh, this ain't, no, Mary. This is keto granola. This is not the Ezekiel cereal. This stuff is bomb. Oh, shoot. I wanted to put some creamy dreamy in there. It is ridiculous. I should not have it in my house because I want to eat it a whole lot. I'm going to put some creamy dreamy right on top like that. Here we go. Breakfast. This stuff is so good. So, so good. I know Pearl likes her creamy dreamy dry on top of things. I'm just not that girl. I'm that girl, but I'm not that girl. I like it mixed in. There we go. This stuff is good. Oh, it's so, it tastes like a birthday cake. Oh, it's so good. All right. Let's shut you off, move you over here. Let you do your thing. Way down on low. There we go. Look at that. You didn't know you were getting 2 videos for the price of 1, did ya? Breakfast and lunch in one video. What was on the menu for lunch today for the Methylation menu? Anybody know? Because I don't. This one is birthday cake, Mallory. So I would probably consider this a personal choice because, so it's totally on plan, except the sugar-free sprinkles that are in it have like 5 ingredients down, have a little bit of tapioca starch. Here's why I don't worry about it. Let me see if I can get a big chunk. Do you see how few sprinkles are in that? There's like hardly any sprinkles. And those sprinkles are sweetened with erythritol, but there's some tapioca starch in it. And that is the only off-plan thing in here. So that fits into personal choice. Oh, God. We are on day 5. If you started on Sunday, which I did. Some people started on Monday. The brand is New Trail, Pam. It's from Sam's Club. It's about, I mean, I'm sure they have it at Costco probably, but it's New Trail. And it's keto nut granola. Yeah, I paid $13 for the bag, but it's got a lot of servings in it. This may be 2 of those servings. sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, coconut, erythritol, almonds, butter, the sugar-free sprinkles, whey protein, natural flavors, salt, monk fruit extract. It's good for you. All right, the cinnamon blueberry is good, April. Yes, this was the only one they had was the birthday cake. And while I love it, it would be, out of all of them, it's my last choice, and I still love it. It's that good. Oh. All right, you guys. I just spit that everywhere. I'll show you my collard greens for lunch, and we'll see how they are. I'll throw some bacon in there. I got some crumbled bacon. I'll throw that in there too with my sausage. All right, that's it. I gotta go to work. I love you all. Have a blessed day today, y'all. Listen, if you listened to devotions this morning, keep that word on your mind today. Keep the truths that we read this morning. If you didn't listen to devotions this morning, listen, you should go do it. Because the words she speaks in there about the little things, the little compromises, the little compromise here and there, a bite of this and a bite of that, and why that is dangerous. That stuff, I'll tell you, again, I totally believe in grace. I believe in if you go off plan, there's grace and you get back on plan. But I also believe there is significant change, significant life change when you go to 100% on plan and you say, you know what? I'm not going to let those little compromises derail me anymore. Those things don't own me anymore. I'm going to rely on God for my cravings and not giving in to little compromises here and there. There is power in that, you guys. So if you don't have that book, go get it and read it. It is a totally different perspective on health, on weight loss. It is a totally different perspective on dieting and why diet culture is crap, why looking for a new healthy eating plan just for the sake of losing weight is crap. It is, I said it last night in my post, that the devil puts a mask in between us and the true mirror, the reflection of Christ. The devil puts that mask in between us, and we're looking through constantly through the vision of the world to see our reflection and not the vision, the true mirror, or the true reflection of Christ and the reflection of Him that we are. We are made in His image, okay? So if we think God is amazing and God is beautiful, so are we. We are made in His image. So we look in the mirror and we hate what we see, and we constantly discouraged by what we see, and why can't I lose this, and why can't I lose this, and why are these so big, and why is that hair, and why is my hair gray, and why is this, and why is that, and why is this? We are made in the image of God, and we're looking at ourselves through a filter of the world. A world that is crap, y'all. Okay? A world that is crap. So just like the devil comes in and puts up that wall and that filter that we have to look through, do not think for a minute that the devil doesn't show up in the details. That term, the devil is in the details. When you look at, I was going to grab something off plan to look at, but I have nothing close by. When you look at the ingredients and it's 90% chemicals in something that you're eating, and say a Hot Pocket or whatever, 'cause I use that because that's my addiction. Or you look at a bag of chips, or you look at the off-plan candy bar, or you look at the fried foods that come in a package, or whatever, okay? You look at the ingredients on the food that we're eating. All right, I have an example right here. My family loves these things. I used to as well. These pasta side dishes, okay? Not on plan, okay? There's probably not even a single ingredient in this that's considered healthy. There's probably not anything in it that's actual food. Okay. The very The second ingredient is maltodextrin, cornstarch. Maltodextrin, we know, has addictive properties like sugar. Does it spike your blood sugar like sugar? No, but it has addictive properties just like sugar, okay? Don't think for a minute that it's just food and that the devil isn't in the details of these parts of our life as well. The devil knows that things like this cause addiction, that literally science has proven, as we read in our book this morning, that rats who were given things like this couldn't stop eating things like this and wanted more and more and more, and the addiction was never filled. Once you start putting these things in your body and they start having those addictive, your body starts having those addictive reactions to them, it's never enough. You have to do more and more and more to fulfill that addiction every time. You have to continually feed that addiction, just like with crack. You have to constantly feed the addiction, and the addiction gets bigger and harder and tougher and more difficult all the time. And when you're putting things like this into your body, even just for, I'm going to go off plan tonight and I'm going to eat this off plan food because it's my birthday, or because it's Friday, or because it's Tuesday and it's raining and the grass isn't quite green. That seems like a reason to eat this stuff, okay? Don't think the devil isn't in the details of that. And the ingredients that are in there and the impact that they have on your body, your methylation system that we've been learning about, and how it slows it down and it changes how your body reacts to outside factors and the impacts of that on our health. Don't think the devil's not in those details as well. The devil doesn't show up with a pitchfork and horns and say, I'm here to take away your health. No, he shows up in unhealthy stuff like this, in chemicals that are addictive. Don't believe for a minute it's not true. It's not just food. It's addiction. It's disease. It's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's bondage. It's bondage is what it is. Okay? But fortunately for those of us that believe, well, for everybody, whether they believe it or not, greater is he that is in us than he that's in the world. And we have the power to say no to junk like that. I have the power now. I used to not have the power. I would make that and I'd smell it and I'd be like, oh, I want some of that. Now I'm like, that stuff's poison, and I wish my family would stop asking for it. That's what I think now. Now I try to mimic things like that with whole ingredients the best I can for them to eat. I'm not very good at that. They still want the junk, but we're getting there. We're working on it. So, all right, enough. KJ, shut your face. I have to go to work. I love you all. Have a blessed day. The brand of the granola is Nutrail. Nutrail. Ham. I love you all. Have a great day. I hope you get to have some collard greens for lunch, and I hope they don't stink. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you back tomorrow. They said something about holding it down while it blends, so maybe I should have done that. You're gonna come.